So I think COVID has provided us an opportunity, the key opportunity, and I think the other panelists will also confirm through their own inputs that transformation is the key. This is not just a time for change and simple adaptation. It's really disruptive what's happened, and it will continue to be so. And I'd like to start, actually, I'd like to start with Peter, please. Peter, looking at payments, what have been the key impacts of COVID-19? Because revenue coming in is key. If payments can't come in, then what do we do?
In the payments world, what we really saw out of COVID-19, the incredible events of this last 12 months or so, has actually been an acceleration. If we look back to what was happening in 2019, 2018, 2017, we saw a considerable move towards digitization, particularly in Asia Pacific. Some markets are a little ahead of us here. The US a little bit, behind some other markets, and Europe was probably at the forefront of all of this. But when we looked at the how do I actually attract people to my store now? In the past, they walked past, the shop was there, I'm in the mall, or I'm in Sumtech or wherever. I can see that new shop. Oh, that's interesting. I'll go and have a look. How do I do that? So there was this sudden upsurge in interest in digital advertising, and particularly in social media types of digital advertising. So that suddenly became the new norm for people, was how do I normalize what I've never probably really done natively before? I've never had to, because people always came to me.
Right. And those are excellent points, Peter. Thank you for showing us what it looks like from your side, and we may not have seen that in daily life, how payments are dealt with. And that brings me to a point that I'd like to raise with Miguel, please. Miguel.
Yeah.
Before we go to the actual banking, what are the key factors that we need to consider when we want to make an automation process successful?
Yeah, so our company, what we do is we automate paper and manual-based sales processes in fast-moving consumer goods companies, and we convert them into digital. So we've been implementing projects since about 8 years ago, and we have more than thousands of users right now, and we've discovered 5 key factors that really affect how successful projects are implemented. And the 5, it's easier to remember by the questions that they answer. It's the why, the what, the how, the who, and the when. So the why is all about strategic alignment. So the project must directly support top management scorecards. The closer the project is linked to the top management scorecards, then you have a higher chance of board support. So that's 1. Right. The number 2 is the what, and that's where the technology solution comes in. So the solution has to be easy to use, plus it has to be supported with excellent customer support.
Now we get to the nitty-gritty of this, and Bernard, please tell us your view. What has COVID-19 done to banking?
Well, I think COVID-19 has brought a lot of changes to many industries. For banks, particularly banks in Singapore, it has suddenly accelerated the digital transformation. Suddenly the resolve to digitize for banks have never been higher during this period. When the senior management, they know that clients will not be stepping into the branches anymore. When they realize that the relationship managers, the client advisors are unable to go and meet their clients anywhere else, it forces the seniors to really relook at the model overnight. Otherwise, for the last 1 year, if nothing's, it lasted a year, almost a year before the regulators allow, start allowing people to go out to branches, increasing the capacity per branch slowly. Otherwise, there wouldn't have been any revenue at all. So the seniors were scrambling at that time.